I actually also think that I forgot to mention this. We are playing with the Düsseldorf modification skin today, the skin pack for that. I cannot recall if I've played with this skin pack before. I might have, but I'm not quite sure. And hello to you, Squad65. And glad that you're here, glad you are in chat and following us. I seriously hope that we will not have any more problems. I'm not sure why, but it just seems like every time I live stream this game, something just goes wrong. Either I flip one of the vehicles, or the mouse become visible, missions screw up, just all sort of things just happen. Just waiting for a call. Just like in real life, just walking around the fire station waiting for something to happen. I can't remember if I showed you guys this, but this is the ambulance garages. This is where they are parked. Just ambulances, 4 of them, and then we have the Notruf. Okay, what do we have? We have an oil spill. We gonna respond as yeah, we're just gonna be the driver again. I really prefer just driving myself, even though that you can make the game do it.
Für LF24.
Hello to you, mini listener, and welcome on board. Glad that you could join us today. I mean, in this game you are able to make the game drive for you, so you just have to sit back and relax. I just think that it is a lot more fun to drive by myself. It becomes a bit boring otherwise. Have you guys noticed how the lights have changed after the new update? They look so much better now. We're gonna activate the warning lights and hazard lights. There we go. Gonna put up the light pole just to make people notice us here on the road. And I think that we are going to change to... Who should we be? Should be this guy maybe? No, you don't have a job. What about you? No. F2, F5 maybe, yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is the guy who's actually doing all the work. Working on your edit of Haverhill. Exciting. Just gonna put on the absorbent. And that should be the road to call done. Just gonna take down the light pole. Hopefully I did not mess up anything this time. Might have. Oh yeah, this is the new underground hydrants. I have not had a chance to play with these yet. You should be able to get a water supply from those now. There we go. Gonna change back to the driver, the machine operator. And I think that the quickest way home will just be to do a spin around. Wow, it is crazy today with people following us. I mean, normally doing a live stream, I do not even have anybody following us. It always happens to be afterwards, after I'm done streaming. Usually between streams, I get around wow, I get around 3 or 4 new people following us. But it's crazy that we already have 5 today. So welcome 5800 Ninja and Speedfast12. I'm spotting 5800 as being the postal code in the city where I live. So I get a feeling that the guy following us here might be one of the firefighters down from the station. Whoa! Please move. Might be one of the firefighters from my station watching us. That might be the case. Another one. Wow. I am not quite sure what is happening today. Ah, it's Nick. And hello to you, Christian, as well. Nick and Christian, the 2 guys that just followed me right now. One of them is a firefighter at my station. The other one used to be. He's currently working as an ambulance driver or EMS personnel. And he's actually helping me out with some sounds. So hopefully we should get some new call-out sounds for ambulance service very soon. I just got some audio clips from him. And there we go. Surprisingly huge amount of people watching me tonight, and all of you are more than welcome. I always enjoy playing with people. I actually tried this game as a multiplayer together with some friends some weeks ago, and it more or less failed horribly. They write on the front page that it is still early access, and I can only agree with them. We tried to do some different calls and get some calls rolling, but every time, for instance, the ambulance would just refuse to respond, so we couldn't really get to any calls. But other than that, it seems like a really, really great feature, and I'm excited to try it out once they have it working a bit better. I have said this before, but this is an enormous fire station. I don't think we have any fire stations in Denmark that are this size. Okay, what do we have? We have a smaller fire here. Just a call for the water tender.
Achtung, Brandschutz.
I'm not sure.
Brand. Einsatz für TLF 2.
I'm not sure about how people do in other countries or even other cities, but most stations where I've been here in Denmark, every time we return to the station from a call, we would always wash the fire vehicles so they are looking good for the next call. So yeah, now we are responding to a smaller fire in a vehicle, or not in a vehicle, in some bushes or something like that. Usually it is a trash container. It is right here also. Another thing I don't quite get with this game, they have made a huge map. Why are all the calls just around the corner from the fire station? F4, and we gotta be the squad leader, and we will extinguish the fire. compared to most other games that that do firefighting, this game actually has some pretty good water animations. I'm not sure why, but it always seems to be the problem in games like these to do nice looking fire and water. That was not the one. That was not the one. There we go. So yeah, we are around half an hour into the stream, and we have only had to restart the game once. I actually think that... Wasn't that a sign saying that we were not allowed to drive in there? It should be said that I am the passenger right now, so the game is driving. But yeah, we are around 30 minutes into the stream, so in around another 30 minutes, we will switch over and play some air score modification. And hopefully we will not fail horribly this time. I mean, I'm not sure what happened last time I tried to stream. Everything just seemed to go wrong. Notruf crashed around 3 or 4 times. Airscore refused to boot up. And even after I chose some other modifications to play, everything just seemed to not work. I think I managed to get Helping Peter crashing twice before I gave up on that. Can you guys see if it's me that is driving or if it is the game mechanics? Hopefully I should be driving a bit better. Let's go out and take a look at some of the containers. I'm very excited to see this in action. I saw in the last patch update that they have enabled, or they have prepared for missions where you need the container now. So they are almost ready to include it in the game. It's just not quite there yet. I mean, you have all of these fancy containers with all of this specialized equipment, but there seems to be no function with it in the game at the moment. Just gonna try to pull one of them out. Take a look at it. There should be a function right around there. Are there any connection between airscore and the GTA motor Ason 90? Not as far as I know. There might be a guy that is a part of the community, but I do not really recognize the username. What do we have? We have a car fire. Yeah, sure thing.
Achtung, Brandschutz. PKW-Brand.
I think I saw somebody on the Discord that would do mods for for GTA 4. But I do not really have anything to do with him, even though the things he did looked pretty good. Everybody on board? Okay, off we go. Another fun difference between Denmark and Germany. In Germany you have to turn off your siren whenever you don't need it. So if you are responding to a call and the siren is not needed, it should always be turned off. Here in Denmark, you are obligated to always drive with the siren on, unless you find that it is safe to turn it off. So while the Germans only turn it on if they need it, here in Denmark we always keep it on unless we think that it is safe to keep it off. That's just a pretty fun difference between the two countries. Also, Germans seems to be very happy for these two sirens, while we here in Denmark tend to use Whale and Hilo, and also Yelp. Absorb the fuel leak, what? F1, F2, and we're gonna be... yeah. I'm not quite sure how this car looks like it has been in an accident with something, but it says it is just a car fire. That is pretty weird. Just gonna switch back to the machine operator. We can also be the squad leader if we want to, but it always seems that he doesn't really do anything at the scene. The incident commander, the one in the ELV, the small chief vehicle, he has some functions that you can use, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot to do with the section leader on the engine. What are we up to today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people have been subscribing to, following us here on Twitch today. That is most certainly the highest amount of people that have ever followed us doing a live stream. And welcome on board, everybody. Really appreciate having you guys here. I mean, this is also what keeps up my motivation to do Emergency 4. It is the community around what I do. If nobody was interested in watching it, I'm not quite sure that I would be doing Emergency 4 work for a long time. So that's always nice to see. Thank you very much for that. Actually heard that there was an Easter egg somewhere around the town in some garages like the one you see right there, where they have parked up an undercover thief car, just like the one that is already on the fire station, just in total black. And I actually knew where it was once, but I haven't really looked for it in a long time. Okay, so we are almost back at the station. And we go. I used to hate backing in this game using my rear view mirrors.